Hey everyone, welcome to Preacher to Teacher. My name is Terry, and one of the things that I enjoy doing is chasing down conspiracy theories and seeing if there's any truth to them. And my wife likes sending ones to me that are relevant to our life, things related to teaching, education, that kind of thing. So she sent me one recently. I'll put it as a picture in here for you to see. The premise is that school photos are not safe. If you're a part of Nassau County, hang on for a minute because I'm going to be talking about who does ours. But for everyone else, the question is, are your kids' school photos safe? The premise is that LifeTouch is owned by Vanguard and BlackRock, and those people are involved in AI and photo recognition, and therefore your photos aren't safe. Is that true? Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that. So the post begins with LifeTouch. LifeTouch was bought out by Shutterfly in 2018. Well, then you have to ask the question, who owns Shutterfly? And the answer to that is the Apollo Management Group. They bought Shutterfly in 2019. So who is the lead investor in the publicly traded Apollo Management Group? The answer to that is the Vanguard Investment Group. And one of the other primary investors is BlackRock. Now, the way publicly traded companies work is that if a significant shareholder is unhappy about something, they can, especially when it's an investment firm like Vanguard or BlackRock, they can threaten to pull all their funding out of a company, which would cause the stock value in that company to plummet, which could threaten the very existence of the company. So if the question is, does Vanguard and BlackRock have the right to influence what it is that the Apollo Management Group does? Yes, they do. That's not a question. But the question is the Apollo Management Group, or Apollo Management Group, AMG, are they involved in AI facial recognition technology? The answer is not technically. Well, what does that mean? Well, the Apollo Management Group owns the Apollo Security Group, and the Apollo Security Group is involved in AI facial recognition technology, and so indirectly, the Vanguard and BlackRock are subsidizing as their role as a shareholder, research into artificial technology, artificial intelligent facial recognition technology. Now, you then have to ask the question, does AMG give ASG access to the photos of the children that are taken by either LifeTouch or Shutterfly? That is not public information, and I was not able to find out that information. Now, the good news, if you live in Nassau County, we don't use either of those. We use a locally, privately owned, multi-generational family business to take our photos. But if you are outside of Nassau County, you need to ask a couple questions. Does LifeTouch or Shutterfly take our school photos? If the answer is yes, then you have to ask the question, am I comfortable with either of these two companies having access to the photos of my children, not knowing what it is that they do with them? That's a decision that you're going to have to make on your own. I can't make that for you, and I couldn't find anything that says what they do with those photos. I love doing this kind of thing, so if you like this content and you want me to research any other conspiracy theories that might be interesting or related, especially to school or government, leave a comment below. Hit the like button if you like this kind of stuff. And if you learned something today, hit that like button. And if you wouldn't mind, subscribe. It'll help the channel a lot. Hope this helps, and hope you have a great day. Always remember, folks, you matter.